This is the Kwikset Premis Apple HomeKit enabled touchscreen smart lock. That's a mouthful. In this video, I'm gonna go ahead, do an unboxing and review its design, installation, operation, and security features. Coming right up. What's up everybody, my name is Sean, welcome to my tech channel. If this is the first time you're stopping by and you enjoy tech content like this, you might want to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification so you won't miss my future videos. I know I haven't been posting for a couple of months. I was moving, so this is my new place. My studio is still not done yet. All you see right now that is new is this new table, the black wall in the back, and I'm still doing some soundproofing, some RGB lighting, and once it's all done, I'm gonna drop a video on that as well. So I'm gonna drop a timeline to all segment of the video down in the description below. So if you want to skip around the video, you can definitely take a look down below. There are many different reasons why someone would want to get a smart remote access lock like this. Some people want the convenience of being able to manage multiple user access. If you have a dog walker coming one day, or a caregiver, or you want to monitor when your kids are coming and going when they use their access codes. So in my case, I really wanted it because I'm very forgetful. So I'm driving, I leave the house, about 5-10 minutes down the road, I can't remember if I locked the door or not. And now I don't have to worry about that. Or I go upstairs to the bedroom, I can't remember if I locked the door or not. I can not only monitor to see if the door is locked or not, but I can also go ahead, lock it if I had left it unlocked. There are only a handful of locks that have the touchpad and there are Apple HomeKit enabled. And those are the only two things that was important for me. And out of just the select few that were available, I chose this one. First, let's open it up, see what we have in the box. I'm gonna talk about its design. So the box is pretty simple. You see the design of the lock both in the front and the back of the box. When we open it up, inside the box, come on, we are presented with a cover, which also is a quick start guide. And then we see the lock itself. It actually has a bit of a weight to it. It is a full metal housing both in the front and in the back. And when you reach down in the bottom segment, you have the interior plate and electronic components, which again is very heavy. And then you have all the remaining parts necessary for the installation. First, you may be overwhelmed with everything that you see in the box, but the instruction, I've heard it is super simple, and you're not gonna need all these parts that you see in the box. These are for different situations, different scenarios, and different types of doors that we see. The 4 batteries are included, as well as 2 keys. So I really like the look of this lock. I think it is very chic and very simple. When you go trying to order this, you have 2 different styles and total of 4 different colors, 2 colors for each you can order. You can get it in contemporary style, which is the one I have. And then you have the traditional with the curves at the top and bottom. The LED screen is very bright. You can easily see the numbers even in direct sunlight. So looking at its design, I will give this a 5 out of 5 stars. Next, let's talk about installation. So the installation was an absolute breeze. If I could give this 10 stars out of 5, I would. Step 1 is you simply download the application, and then once you download it, it would walk you through step by step, including animation. Now, they have made every single one of the steps dummy proof that literally anybody, even me, can go ahead and install this. It walks you through different installation scenarios and situations if you're gonna end up needing some of the other parts. Installation for me maybe took about 15 minutes, including the hardware and setting up the app. So installation, 5 out of 5 stars. Next, let's talk about its operation. So there are different ways you can access and open this door. The most obvious one is you can use the keys that come with the setup. What's nice about Kwikset, especially this model, is it comes with a rekey tool that literally within seconds you can rekey your door, your lock, to use your existing Kwikset keys. So if you have multiple Kwikset keys around the house, even if they're not smart locks, you will be able to use the same key for all of them. Number two, you will be able to use the touchpad. In this case, for me, that's very useful. My in-laws are often with me and in my house, and when they want to go in and out, it's very convenient for them not to carry keys and just simply use the code when they're trying to get in and out of the house. Then you can use the app in your phone, and you can use Siri to lock or unlock the door. In case of a remote access, you need to have a 4th generation or newer Apple TV or an iPad, I forgot what generation, that actually needs to stay in the house, which is probably not the most convenient solution. And the last piece is if you have an Apple HomePod in your house. So Apple HomePod or Apple TV 4th generation, they can act as a hub for any HomeKit enabled devices. That's how you can monitor and access some of these devices remotely. Personally, this is the most useful feature for me. First, when you're trying to open the door, you have to activate the screen. If you want to use the touchpad, you can go ahead, cover the entire screen with your hand, or you can touch it with 3 fingers, and then you will see 2 random numbers will come up. This is one of the security features. So first you will put those 2 numbers, and then you enter the code that you have already defined in the app. Those 2 random numbers, they come up for security reasons, because they want to make sure increase the number of fingerprint spots on the keypad so no one can guess what your code is. Once you put your code in, the lock would automatically open. The lock has a bit of a noise to it, and this is what it sounds like when you open it up. And then when you want to lock the door, it's the same thing. You would have to activate the LCD screen by pressing 3 fingers or cover the entire screen and then push the lock button. So the operation of the lock is super simple. Every time someone locks or unlocks the door, whether it's manually or with a code or with a key, you will get a notification on your iPhone. By the way, this is an iOS exclusive, so it does not work with any Android devices, therefore no Amazon Alexa or Google Assistant. So the app interface is pretty straightforward and simple. When you open it up, you will see your battery level. Mine is at 100%, obviously. I've only had this for just a few days. And you see the status of your lock. If you are very close to the door, it would actually use the Bluetooth on your phone, and it acts a lot faster. This is how fast it would lock and unlock if you're standing fairly close to it or within Bluetooth range. And when you're not in Bluetooth range, this is typically how fast it works. There are 4 different types of users you can set up or access you can set up. One is a permanent key. So for example, my wife and I, we have permanent keys. Then you can set up a key that will self-destruct within 24 hours, and it can only be used once. So in the next 24 hours, this person can only come to the house once. Then the other access is you can say between a certain date range, you can set up an access on a particular date, or you can set access based on a set frequency. So you can say Tuesdays and Thursdays between 3 and 5. So when someone's coming to feed your pet and leave on those days because you're at work. Now, because this is Apple HomeKit enabled, you can actually use automations in HomeKit to be able to do so many different things with the house. So you can set up scenes when you say goodnight. It will make sure to lock the front door, close your blinds, turn the lights off, and things like that. Or you can set proximities when you get close to the house. When you come home between certain time, it would unlock the door for you. So there's so much more you can do with automation, and that may need its own video. By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, please remember to give this a thumbs up. That would absolutely be helpful for YouTube algorithm, and this is the best support you can give me. Now for its operation, I will give this a 4 or maybe 4.5 star out of 5. And this may be nitpicking, but when you're talking about convenience, I want things to work really fast. Because this does not have mechanical keys and it has a touchpad, you have to go through one extra step to actually wake the screen, and you won't be able to type the numbers really fast, just like a mechanical key. So Even though we're talking about maybe overall 1 second in delay in the entire unlocking experience, but when you do that multiple times a day, it really adds up. I used to have another Kwikset key before this one, like I said, and that had mechanical keys, and I liked that much better because I could push the keys as fast as I wanted. And in this case, you cannot do this. So for its operation, I would give this a 4 out of 5 stars. And the last piece is the security features. A lot of people are hesitant to get any kind of connected locks because they think it could get hacked for privacy reasons, for security reasons. There are 2 things you need to keep in mind. Number 1, when you're using your Apple HomeKit to access this lock, to lock or unlock this door, it uses Apple's end-to-end encryption, which is known to be one of the most secure connections in any mobile platforms. Now, when you're not using that and you're only using just the Bluetooth connectivity to lock and unlock this door, it still uses a 128-bit encryption. I'm not gonna get to the technical components of the encryption, but consider this as the bank level encryption when it's communicating with your app on your phone. Also, some of the other things you may be concerned about is if someone's just gonna yell Siri to unlock the front door, Siri is not gonna go ahead open it up just from the lock screen, and your phone has to be unlocked. So it's just not as easy for people to be able to randomly access and open your door without your genuine authorization. And for security, this has to be 5 out of 5 stars. So when considering the entire spectrum of what this lock can offer, including its design, installation, price, security, and operation, I will give this overall a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I'll put a link to this down in the description below. I think this was about $220. It's about the same price for both sides, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Turn on the bell notification so you won't miss my future videos. As I add more automation to my new house, I will go ahead and share it with you guys, and I will have a studio tour coming right up. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.